Okay guys, if you have heard of freezer cooking before and been scared out of your mind and thought, you know, that sounds like a good idea, but it's way too much work, I'm not that organized, I can't figure it out. Today we're gonna I'll show you how I use freezer cooking to totally change my life. I've got everything set up. I'm gonna go really slow and try to show you how it goes. I am using the freezer cooking meal plans from our menu plan, and right now for anyone who orders soon, for a limited time, when you order, you'll get the menu planning box as well as an extra set of the baby cards, which is basically, I'll show you how we're gonna use those. They're gonna make it so super simple. So I'm pulling out week 5 is the one I'm using. They are so easy. Also, if you guys would do me a huge favor and hit the share this button, we will pick 3 lucky winners to win a $25 Amazon gift card who share. And if you will post your pictures of your freezer meals to the Passionate Penny Pincher Facebook wall, I will pick 1 random winner this week and 1 more to win a $50 Amazon gift card. So all you have to do is post your freezer meals to the wall. I want to see what you're making. Good morning, Nikki. Hi, Sherry. Hi, Amanda. So glad to see you guys this morning. Tell me if the video is working. Okay, I'm going to show you the first thing I'm going to do. We are making the slow cooker steak chili, sausage and white bean soup, breakfast burritos, sausage and cheese quiche, slow cooker orange chicken, and the best ever chocolate chip cookies. These are fantastic. I'm gonna go through here and I'm gonna show you the first thing I'm gonna do. I'm gonna start back here so you can see. The first thing I want you to do is I line everything up on my kitchen counters. This is a quick trick. On the back of the cards, it tells you what to prepare ahead of time. So I literally have prepare veggies, garlic, make your protein. So I did that last night. So I've already done a few things like chopped my onion, the garlic. So now I'm just gonna go down the line and I'm gonna open all my cans. Thankfully, I don't have too many cans today. And I can't get this one open. Y'all, I can't get it open. We'll see how it goes. I really can't get it open. Well, didn't work at all. Okay. So much for this being easy. It does take a little work, but it's not bad. And y'all, this is really not gonna open. This is hysterical. It's legitimately not gonna open because it's not made to open that way. We're gonna come back to that one in just a second. Here's what's fun is even if you're a mess like me, we can still figure this out. So this is where I just wanna tell you, anybody can do freezer cooking. It is easy, it is so worth it. And when you have those meals done, it's gonna be fantastic. Now these northern beans I know need to get drained. So I'm gonna go ahead and open them up and just go down all of them and get these done fast. And so I'm gonna go ahead and pop these into my bucket to drain. That's all my cans except, oh, there's one more can over here. So do your cans first. Got it? Is everybody joining me? Who is making this with me this morning? Tell me if you are making this with me this morning. Tell me what you're doing. Tell me what city and state you're in. And if you're joining us, I would also love to know, if you happen to be new here, I would love to be able to say good morning to you. Let's go ahead. It's gonna be a day, girls. Gonna be a day. Okay. I'm gonna just put these in here real fast and rinse them. The next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go down the aisle and open everything. So this helps me a ton to just have everything open so you're not running back and forth all the time. You just go through, open all the things as you go. So I open all my lids. And what I like to do is I keep them over in a corner so that when at the end of the time I'm ready to go back. So that's done. Now I gotta figure out what I'm gonna do about this mess that I got going on here. Y'all, what I may do is just skip adding this in and I'll have my husband figure it. You know what, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna have my husband help me figure out how to open this later in the morning. Okay, so all the lids are open. Now we're just gonna start making some dinner. Who's ready? You're here, and Marlene, and you've made some. I love that. Guys, okay, here we go. Right now, we're gonna go ahead and start with the first recipe, which I'm gonna have a little bit of a mess for, but this is the slow cooker steak chili. Okay, here we go. You can see my kind of crazy mess over here. So I've already added 1.5 pounds of stew beef. Now I'm gonna add my onion, my can of pinto beans that I'm gonna let my husband deal with later, my 28 ounce can of petite diced tomatoes, my cup of beef broth, a tablespoon of chili powder, which I'm actually out of, so I already told myself I'm gonna have to add that too. So I guess this is a good one I gotta add things to. 2 teaspoons of cumin. 1.5 teaspoons of garlic salt, which I know I'm gonna need here again later, so I'm gonna go put that down in the end because I know I'll need it over here. 1/4 cup crushed red pepper flakes. 1/4 teaspoon dried oregano, which looks like it's gonna be almost all of my oregano, we'll see. And then some black pepper. I'm hoping y'all are seeing this. There we go. There we go. So that one is done, except for the beans, which I will totally have my hubby add in later. So what I'm gonna do, this is gonna be a little bit weird because I do have to do it again later. Now what I like to do to make this easy is I like to go ahead and kind of flatten them out as well as I can. Once they're closed would be nice. This is one of those like, do as I say. I'll make all the mistakes here so that you can go make it a little bit easier. Y'all, if you're at home in your kitchen and things like this happen, you are just normal. And that's just like, give yourself oodles of grace, because just because things don't go easily doesn't mean they're still not awesome. I'm gonna go ahead and add in my second bag. So I do double bag everything because a freezer room, it's up to you. You don't have to double bag everything. I also am worried, like the worst thing I can imagine is ending up with a huge bag of stuff all over my freezer. As you can tell, I'm kind of a mess. So for me, it's safe to put that in. Now then what I do is I've got my baby card right here, and I'm gonna go ahead and put my baby card right in here. Super easy. And one meal is done, minus the pinto beans, which I'm gonna have to add in later, which is craziness. Okay, there's one meal done. Meal number 2. Also guys, hit the share this button and let a friend know what you're watching today. I would love for you to share this with someone. That would mean so, so much to me. And we will pick 3 winners to win a $25 Amazon gift card who share this post. Okay, so we've got our 1 pound beef sausage. We're gonna put these in. I've already gone ahead and done my sausage. We are making the sausage and white bean soup. We're gonna add that in. We're gonna do 3 cloves of garlic. So I'm just gonna do a good squeeze. Y'all know I love me my squeezed garlic. Then we're gonna do a 12-ounce package of near paw mix. Now this stuff is really hard to find in the summertime, but in the winter it magically appears. So if you can't find it in January or February, it's because it's harder to find that time of year. We're gonna add that in, put the bag right in. Then we're gonna add in 2 cans of northern beans. And we're gonna see if we can get this bag to hold up well. How many of y'all are making these at home right now as I'm making them? There we go. We got the northern beans going. Then we have the 28-ounce can of diced tomatoes. And then a 1/4 teaspoon of rosemary. A teaspoon of oregano. What I should do, you know what? I'm gonna use up the rest of this one. I think I had 2 oreganos going, so I'm gonna use the rest of this one up, which will be perfect. Actually put a little bit more in because I like some oregano. And then a teaspoon of basil. And this one is done, 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 easy peasy. I feel like I forgot something, but I don't think I did. Oh, I did, I forgot the chicken broth. And then a 32-ounce container of chicken broth. So we're just gonna add this all in. Now, if you're concerned about all the liquid in this, you could make this without the chicken broth and then just add the chicken broth and put a note to yourself to add the chicken broth on the day that you cook, because that is a lot of liquid. And when I'm cleaning up from this, I literally just put everything in the sink so I can recycle everything at the end to go a little bit faster. The more you can kind of streamline your work, the faster it's gonna go, which is even better. Y'all, I thought freezer cooking was the stupidest thing ever. I just thought it sounded like so much work and I didn't think it would work for me. And then I tried it and I was hooked, because now I pretty much we do this once a month. I do 5 meals. It gives me a good start. Then I still cook most the other nights. I don't have to use these all the time, but it saves us from going out to eat on busy nights. Now I am so afraid this one is gonna leak. I will tell you, I bought bags at Aldi They're fine, but they're not quite as awesome as other bags. So I'm a little bit worried about the leakage factor in the Aldi bags, because the last thing I want is all the soup leaking out all over my fridge. So next time I probably will not do the Aldi bags. I will do the Ziploc ones the next time. But when you do this, I remember just thinking freezer meals sounded so ridiculous and so like, I just thought it sounded like way too much work. But the thing is, other than making a big mess in your kitchen the one time like I just did, you make one big mess one time and then you're done. And I'm gonna fool with this one later because I think it's gonna be real grouchy. So then I'm gonna put my soup in. So you make your mess and you buy your groceries one time and then you clean up your kitchen all at once rather than spreading it out all the time. So there is meal number 2, even though it is real gripey. I'm actually thinking about making that one for dinner tonight, and the more, I would say if you're picking one to make for dinner, let it be one of those ones that's kind of a soupy one, because that's easier. Okay, next up, slow cooker orange chicken. This one is, I say it's easy, y'all. We'll see how I do. You're gonna put in a 1 cup of barbecue sauce, 1 cup of orange marmalade, 3 teaspoons of soy sauce. So I'm gonna go ahead and do this just to be on the safe side. 1, 2, 3. The red pepper flakes, which I just spilled all over the floor, as y'all probably saw. So I've got red pepper flakes all over the place, but it's just gonna be a little bit of a, I'm just gonna do a pinch of those. And that one's done. Y'all, that one was an easy one. I do like that this week 5 is pretty simple. So if you're testing, if you're trying out freezer meals for the first time, I'm telling you what, the best part about the freezer meals that we have is you're included in our private supper club group. This one, and they tell you like who's made which ones have been extra yummy. They'll give you lots of tips on these if you haven't tried them before. But the fact that you can grocery shop and do everything super easy is amazing. If you're new here, right now we are doing a special where when you buy the menu plans, the freezer box, today, this is what the freezer box looks like, you will get a free set of baby cards as well. So you'll get a bonus extra set. Anyways, okay, let me see your comments. Will you be able to see later? Yes. How do you cook these when you are ready? You put them, okay, so it depends on what meal it is. So this is the slow cooker orange chicken. It's actually just gonna go in the crock pot. So what's nice is because you have the baby card, you just pop that one right down in there and you pull it out, you put it in your freezer on that one and you just read the directions, pop it in the slow cooker and you're good to go. Now the next one we're gonna make is one of my favorites because it's a nice one for breakfast. This one actually has a couple breakfast ones. You can do them as breakfast or as dinner. We would eat this as dinner too. Are we ready, guys? So this one we're making is the sausage and cheese quiche. Right there, sausage and cheese quiche. So we're gonna do, for this one, we're gonna add in 5 eggs. And I just love that once I've done this, it's so simple to now pull together dinner. It just takes the stress of menu planning out of my house. Like I just don't have to worry about it. There's always food fixed. And like I said, I still do make other stuff, but this just makes it handy. So now we're gonna mix up those eggs really well. I'm gonna add in a 1/4 cup of milk and a 1/2 cup of heavy cream, which I already mixed together over here. I'm just gonna put those in there. Now I'm gonna add in the sausage. I pre-cooked this sausage. It's a 1/2 pound of sausage, and then my cheddar cheese. And I'm gonna add in a tiny bit of garlic salt, 1/2 teaspoon of garlic salt. This one's it. Now this one is kind of unique in that you actually flash freeze this one. So what I'm gonna do is I will freeze it like this. Actually, well, I like to freeze it like this because I wanna make sure it's not gonna spill in my freezer. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pour this all in here. Make sure, I think I got all the sausage on the same place. Oh, I lost. Y'all, my sausage got stuck in my whisk. I need a new whisk. this one is, because I've done this one other time and I didn't do it this way, you're gonna take some cling wrap on this one and you're gonna go ahead and just put it over here. And that way you can see so that you don't let it overflow. So put your cling wrap on. When you go to bake it, you'll take that cling wrap off. I would not put the foil. I'm gonna go put this in the freezer and I'm gonna let it lay flat till it's totally frozen. Then I will add this on. I'll include the little note of what it is. And that way when I go to, it won't spill all over my freezer. So that's an easy one to do that one. Okay, easy way to do that one. Okay, how are y'all doing over there? Are we good, girls? We got this? If I can do this, you can do this, right? Okay, how much cheddar cheese? It was, how much cheddar cheese? A cup of shredded cheddar cheese. Now we're moving over to the breakfast burritos. And this is where I'm hoping I can get this camera to where y'all can see what we're doing. I think we can. Okay, so the first thing I'm gonna do, can y'all see over here if I keep at it? We're gonna actually make these eggs. So I need to scramble up a dozen eggs. And I probably should, let's do this way. I probably should have gone ahead and done the eggs ahead of time, but it's a dozen eggs. So we're gonna get all those in there. Whoops. Can y'all see this okay? Oh, I don't know if you can see it. You can see kind of. There's nothing real exciting right here. Okay, so we got our dozen eggs. I just love being able to pull these out. This is one of my favorite ones. This is actually breakfast burritos. So you can pull these out on cold winter mornings. You can send them with your hubby or spouse to work. You can send them with your kids to school. You pop them all in. There's the dozen. That's all done. Now we're going to take our whisk, which I got rid of on here. You're going to go ahead and we're just going to scramble these right up. So this is super easy. You just jump on. Yes, we are meal prepping 6 freezer meals. Well, 5 meals plus dessert. The dessert is honestly the best. I'm going to make that one last. So if you're new here, I would love to say hi while I have a second. So these are awesome to pop in and have ready to go. So we're going to push that right there. Okay, there we go. Do y'all have gas or oven or gas or electric ovens, stovetops, and do you like them, whichever they are? I'm gonna spray this to be on the safe side. If I can figure out where my spray is at. Okay, we want to get these just lightly glossy. I've got one that didn't scramble, y'all. Okay. There we go. So we're gonna scramble up those eggs. There we go. We're gonna let those scramble. While those are scrambling, I'm gonna take my tortillas, and what I wanna do with the tortillas is I'm gonna pop those in the microwave so they get warm just a little bit. And then I'm gonna mix together my 1/2 pound of sausage and 3/4 cups of salsa. So I'm gonna go ahead and mix that up together. We're gonna mix all this in. We're gonna scramble up these eggs. Hopefully my burner is gonna start going hot here. Do you ever wonder, like, the only bad thing about gas is sometimes I'm like, did it really go? Get that over here. Straighten up my kitchen. While I'm waiting for these to go, I will straighten up my kitchen. And I'll show you guys what I do with my kitchen to make this go fast, since we're waiting on these anyways, because I can't make them go any faster. Okay, well, let me finish this up first. We're gonna get these eggs cooking. Once they're cooked, we're gonna do the eggs, the sausage, and the salsa. We'll add them in. Okay, so let me show you what the kitchen looks like right now. Here's what my kitchen looks like as I'm doing this. Are y'all ready? The reality of this. So since I've got to sit and wait for that to go anyways, do y'all see the mess? What I'm gonna do is just pick up this stuff. The fastest thing I can tell you is take everything that has to go in the sink and pop it all in the sink. If it has to be washed, stick it in the sink. If you need to put lids back on it, remember we got all of our lids off. So we're gonna take our lids that all went over here, and I can get those done real fast. So I'm just gonna put my lids back on while we're waiting for that to cook up. And I have some extra lids because I think I lost one thing. These are gonna go back in their storage area. I'm gonna tidy up this. This bag can go back here. So I've got this all basically mostly cleaned off, and then I'll just have to manage the sink portion. Yeah, so I'll put these away real fast. Let's go check on these eggs and see how they're doing. Come on over and check on, oh, they're scrambling up now. Okay, there we go. We didn't let the eggs go too bad. Y'all are probably worrying over me, thinking your eggs are gonna go. The bottoms may have cooked a little extra, but that'll be fine. Okay, I'm gonna turn these on for 30 seconds. Get those going a little bit longer. Now you don't wanna get these eggs cooked, like you don't wanna cook the tar out of them. You wanna let them be kind of glossy, just so that they taste a little better and they don't taste too dried out. It looks like my cookware is not non-sticking this morning at all, you guys. Okay, here we go. So my eggs are almost done. And then what I'm gonna do next is I'm just gonna go ahead and I'm gonna, there we go, those are done. I'm gonna make my burritos right over here. Come on over, we'll make the burritos. Are y'all ready? Okay, all we're gonna do for these is we're just gonna add a little bit of eggs. We got our eggs. Let's do this way so you can see. Okay, so we've got it. We're gonna do egg, cheese, salsa mixture, the sausage salsa mixture, and then some cheese. And then we'll just fold these right up and wrap them up together. You guys, how many of your people would love this? This is making you hungry. I am so glad. I love hearing that, Nikki. I did use low carb tortillas, so that's what we used at our house. And then you're just gonna put these on a pan and finish them right up. Guys, y'all wanna see how I clean up at the end once we're done? You wanna see how quickly I can get this all pulled together? And I do this so regularly that it's just kind of like what we do around here. So I do a lot of it, so I know how to do it, and it just makes life so much easier. These are great to take if you're traveling. They would be great to take to somebody elderly maybe who doesn't have a quick warm breakfast. This would be such a nice thing to do for somebody else. I'm actually gonna send some down with my kiddo at college so that he can, right now he is not eating well, and so I made him some baked oatmeal, and I'm gonna send him these down. So they're just great to have. And they're so easy, and they're yummy, and and they're actually, because I'm using low carb tortillas, they're really not that bad for you either. So we're gonna flash freeze these on a tray. And we've got the eggs and the sausage and the cheese. And I'm just gonna make these until we run out of stuff. I will say I gotta do this a little bit better. Now my girls love all the tortilla and not so much the sausage and the eggs. So they will be thrilled. I'll actually probably have one of these for breakfast today. Well, I confess, last night I made the baked oatmeal. How many of you guys have made the baked oatmeal? I made the baked oatmeal and it was so yummy. And so I had that for breakfast already. So maybe I'll have this for lunch because it's some good protein too. That one's a little bit overstuffed. Don't put too much stuff in. I overstuffed that one. Once they're, what you're gonna do when these are done is you're gonna flash freeze these. You'll flash freeze these as they are and then wrap them up in foil. And then you can just put a little note on. You can, to reheat them, you just reheat them is super easy. Reheat them for 30 seconds in the microwave once they're out of the foil. So you can wrap them in parchment paper, and that way you can put them in the microwave. I'm gonna do 2 more, and then I'll keep the extras. Okay. So give me a heart or like if you want to see me finish up the cleaning part too, because I know sometimes that's the part that people want to see the most, because it feels overwhelming to do this. And how many of you guys, tell me if you guys have ever done a freezer meal before. Oh my gosh, the baked oatmeal is so good. Make the baked oatmeal. The baked oatmeal is if you haven't made it yet, it's in week 10, I think, of the menu plans. It is so fantastic. It's worth it. It is just so worth it. Okay, I have some y'all, that's what I get for trying to clean my kitchen. Oh, do y'all want to make the cookies too? Should we go ahead and keep going and make the chocolate chip cookies? They are also from this week. So each week has 5 days of recipes plus a dessert. How many of y'all would like to make the cookies? Make the cookies. You're so welcome, Janie. I'm so glad y'all are here. Y'all, thank you guys for being so kind. You guys are so kind with me. What is flash freeze? You've never done it and you're nervous. Try it. Hannah Parker, Suzanne, Savannah, y'all have never done freezer meals. Oh my gosh. Look at that. So for those of you who've never done freezer meals, how long have we been on to this morning? Let me just show you what we've done here. We just made, let's go through and then we're going to make the dessert. We made the breakfast burritos. We made, let's lay them out here, the quiche. We made the slow cooker orange chicken and the steak chili. Like, how fast did we make that? That was amazing. So now what we're gonna do now, granted I've got to add that one in. So I've got those recipes in. Now, if y'all wanna hang out with me as I'm gonna go ahead, oh, my phone got mad at me, hang on. I'm gonna go ahead and make the chocolate chip cookies real fast, and then I'll clean up the kitchen. Are y'all ready to come over and do the chocolate chip cookies? Thankfully, this one I could pretty much make in my sleep because I've made it 8 million times in my life. Like, this is the one recipe I told my kids. I said, when I can't make the chocolate chip cookies anymore, you will know that we are on our way to dementia, and it'll be fine. Hopefully, I'll be happy and sweet if I ever end up struggling with keeping my brain together. They think I've already struggled with it. So let's see what we're gonna do. This one is, you wanna do a cup of shortening. Then you're gonna do a cup of white sugar. So it's a cup of shortening. Shortening works best. I can't make you do it any other way. Cup of that. Then you're gonna do a cup of shortening, cup of white sugar, cup of brown sugar. Mix that all together. Add in 2 eggs. I should have had a bowl here to do the eggs to be on the safe side, but this will work. We're gonna let that mix. A teaspoon of vanilla. Now we've got 2 cups of flour. We're gonna add in a teaspoon of baking soda. So a teaspoon of baking soda. And then a teaspoon of salt. You're gonna add this. You wanna mix this pretty well in here so that everything mixes together. You wanna get your baking soda mixed throughout the whole thing. Then you're gonna add that in. Okay, now we're gonna add in 2 cups of chocolate chips. And then to flash freeze these, all you gotta do, you can do two different things. So if you wanna flash freeze them, just put them on a tray, put them in your freezer, and let them freeze, then ball them up into small things, then freeze them once they're solid. That's all you have to do. My kids will eat these so fast that I am not gonna freeze these today because we haven't made them in a while. But literally just take them, I'll show you real fast. Something over there, buddy. Get. My dog just down the trash can. So I take a scooper like this, and you can just put them on a tray like this. This is so easy. I feel like it's just easiness. You can put them super close together, freeze them like this. Then at Christmas time, you can just pull them out and you will have the best ever cookies. Yes, it is 1/2 cup brown sugar. So you only do one, it's 1 cup white sugar, 1/2 cup brown sugar. Okay, so who wants to see me finish up the kitchen now? So here's what my kitchen looks like right now, okay? This is what freezer cooking looks like when you're done. I wanna give you guys a bird's eye view. Do y'all wanna stick around and see what it looks like for me to clean it up real quickly? If so, I will do that. Is it National Cookie Day? How did I not know that it was National Cookie Day? How long do you cook it while it's frozen, or do you defrost in the fridge? Flash freeze is just to freeze something ahead of time. I'll just try to answer your questions while I go through it and clean up the mess that I have here. So you can see most of what I have here is stuff for my pantry. So I'm just gonna look through and see what I've got. See what I can clean really quickly. I'm gonna put these all back in my cabinet. Let y'all come over here and see. Come on over, guys. I'm gonna put these back in my spice cabinet. I have this cool thing from Amazon. It doesn't really show you it very well, does it? Okay. So I'm gonna put all of these back. I put everything that I can up there. And the rest will just go back here. Because the thing is, if you do this, you can't just do this and don't clean it up. Because if you don't clean it up, you're going to have a mess on your hands. And it will not be worth the time you've saved. So go ahead and plan on cleaning it up as you go. Okay, so that's all of my spices. Now I'm going to get this. I think this oregano is extra, but I'm not sure where it's from. So this all has to go in the kitchen cabinets. Everything here has to go somewhere else. Okay, so now I'm just gonna clean this section up and put it all back in my fridge. Okay, now you can see I still have a good bit of a mess to do over here, so we're gonna go ahead and do this real quickly. Here's my sink, y'all. It's a disaster. One thing I will say on freezer cooking day is go ahead and get everything get your dishwasher empty before you start freezer cooking day. Otherwise, you will be crazy and you will regret it. So now all I've got to do is go through, rinse these out and put them in the recycling bin. So I'll rinse out all my pans to recycle. Put everything in the trash. I give myself the gift of letting my dishwasher do all the work, so I will not be scrubbing dishes today. I'm going to dump everything into my empty dishwasher. I do have to rinse it out a good bit. Guys, if you have never tried freezer cooking before, I promise you will love these. They will be the best thing you have ever done. Like I said, this doesn't take very long when you know the system. So I just kind of have a system that I go through, and I check off all the boxes. Okay, so now I'm gonna rinse all these plates put away. I'm gonna leave the eggs because I'm gonna eat that for lunch, so I'm not gonna get rid of those quite yet. I will rinse out my sink. I'm gonna make the cookies in a bit. ahead and rinse these out since they were in there. So I'll go ahead and put those in the dishwasher as well. I did not like that. I'm gonna wipe down my sink. If I can get this one random bean to go down. Come on, bean. Okay, I'm gonna spray down my sink. Most of my countertops are pretty clear, believe it or not. So other than my floors being a wreck and having to clean up my cookies, I'm in pretty good shape. I'm gonna go ahead and spray this down. Grab a rag. There we go, y'all. So simple. I don't know how long I was on here this morning. Let me show you the meals we've got taken care of. Okay, let's see what we got, girls. Phew! Okay, so basically, like, this isn't perfect, but it's not bad. It's not bad. I'm gonna put my cards back into my recipe box. Again, you can get these if you're interested in them. We have the recipe tins available. As soon as you're done, I always put everything right back because otherwise I will lose things because I am super unorganized. So I have these systems because I'm a hot mess and I need all the help I can get to be organized. So there's week 5, put in my recipe tin. Each of my bags, it goes here. Put this away, put this away, put my baby cards away. These are the baby cards. I'm literally doing all of the cleaning with you guys today because, yeah. I have a little lid that goes with this, but I can't find my lid this morning. Put that all away. And we are done. I gotta spray down these countertops real fast and wipe them down real quickly. Phew, and I'll answer any quick questions y'all have. So if you have quick questions, I'm gonna answer those super fast. If you have been afraid of freezer cooking, this is what it looks like. If I can do it, you guys, if I can do freezer cooking, you can do freezer cooking. I promise. This is not hard. If you're interested and you order today, we will give you you can get the menu planning box as well as an extra set. They all come with one set of the baby cards. You can actually get 2 sets. I feel like these foods are so good. Even if you don't want to do them as freezer meals, they're just good food. Like, they're just truly yummy food. So try them out and see what you think. What's the difference between shortening and butter? Shortening tastes better. I have tried it with butter. The recipe is not as good with butter. So use the shortening. What is the spice rack from Amazon called? I don't know, but it's a multi-tier one. If you look at spice rack up on Amazon, you'll be able to find it. Do you sell the little box? Yes. Oh, I don't have the box that we put them in. I put them in a box from Walmart. So I found mine at Walmart. Does the baby cards come with a box to store them in? It does not come with a box. We should have done that. But you can find one at Walmart if you want to try those out. You're going to start Sunday with your freezer meals. I love that. You can't find Mere Pura. What is the substitute? A great substitute for the Mere Pura, however you say that, is just frozen veggies. Try that. That would work. Yeah, Kroger does have it at our store right now. How do you keep it from freezer burn? I double bag everything. Do you make them for a week or a month? I do 5 meals once a month. So every Friday, the first Friday of every month for the next year, I'll do this. I'll make 5 a month. Then I cook most nights, but when we're in a hurry, I have these ready to go and they're easy. What shortening do you recommend? I like the butter flavor shortening from Crisco. Are your countertops quartz or granite? They are marble and I love them. People do not recommend marble because it is really hard to keep up with, but so far I have loved it. They've been fantastic. So you guys, phew, thank y'all for hanging out with me this morning. If you are interested in trying out these menu plans, they are amazing and I promise you will love them for sure. Definitely try them out. Do you cook the cookies from frozen? I will actually cook them normally, not from frozen, but if you do cook them from frozen, you can cook them from, actually I would thaw them out. Thaw them out first. Thaw them out for like 5 minutes. It won't take them long. And then cook them 8 to 9 minutes at 375. What week is January? What do y'all think? For those of you guys, give me a heart or like if you're a long-term passionate penny pincher freezer meal girl. I'm thinking about starting with week 12, doing week 12 in January, week 11 going backwards because I feel like we've done 1 through 8, but I feel like we haven't done 12 through 9. So what if we start with week 12 and scoot back? That would mean that our first week in January would be buffalo chicken wings, grilled chicken kebabs, shrimp fajitas, chicken, broccoli, and potato bake, and slow cooker pepper steak. So I may think about that. I'm thinking about it. I did pre-cook the sausage. The mixing bowls are from Williams-Sonoma, and I've had them for 25 years. Okay, I think we got all the questions. You guys, Try these out. Have an amazing day. I am so excited to have y'all here. If you are new and you have struggled with menu planning, I promise these are the best menu plans on the planet, and I know you will love them. Click the link in the video if you want to find out about them. Right now, when you order, you'll get an extra set of bonus baby cards, and you will love these. You guys have an awesome day, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye, guys.